52 oak trees and 35 pine trees. How many trees in all? 52 is my number. Oak trees is the object. That's one of my parts. 35 is my number. 35 is my number. And pine trees is the object. That's another part. Then by looking at my math vocabulary words, I see the word and as well as in all. When I see those type of vocabulary words, I know that I'm going to be using addition. Thus, the plus brings two parts together to find the whole number. I want to go back and look at the different parts I have and break those down into tens and ones. When I look at the number 52, how many groups of 10 and 52 do you see? Look at the tens place. 5. There are 5 groups of 10 and 52. And I know if I have 5 groups of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5 groups of 10 makes the number 50. So I'm going to write out 50. Because 50 plus 2 more makes my number 52. The 2 is from the ones. Next, I'm going to look at my number 35. How many groups of 10 in the number 35? Look at your tens place. There are 3 groups of 10, and 3 groups of 10, 10, 20, 30, makes the number 30. So they wrote 30. But we still have to add our ones. How many ones in the number 35? Look at your ones place. There are 5 ones, so I'm going to write the number 5. Because 30 plus 5 more makes 35. Now I want to add my tens together and then my ones together. So when I look at my tens, I have 50 plus 30. So if I have 50 plus 3 more, what number does that make? Let's see. So we start off at 50, 50, and then 3 more, because we want 3 from our 30. We're adding 3 groups of 10 to 50. So let's count down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 50 plus 30 makes 80. So I'm going to write 80. Now I want to add my ones. 5 and 2. 5 is the bigger number, so I'm going to look for the 5, and I'm going to count on 2 times from 5. So I'm adding my ones. So here's the 5 and 2 more. 1, 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Then I want to add my tens and ones. I'm going to bring the 8 from 80 because 80 has 8 groups of 10. 0, 1. 7 has no 10, so we don't have to add anything to the 8. So we bring the 8 and add it to our tens place. And then we're going to put our ones in the 1 place because 80 has 0 ones. So 0 plus 7 is 7, which makes the number 87. Now let's look at the next question. It says, Manny has 43 cards. Mark has 17 cards. What is the total number of cards? Manny is our character. and they have 43 cards. 43 is the number, cards is the object, and 43 is one of our parts. Mark is the second character, and Mark has 17, which is a number, cards, which is the object, and that's our second part. Then they're asking, what is the total number of cards? Total means you are bringing the parts together. You're going to see how many do you have in all. And when we're bringing numbers together, when we are finding the total, we are going to use Gus the plus. We're going to be using addition. When we look at one of our parts, 43, we know that 43 has 4 groups of 10. We know that by looking at our tens place. And 4 groups of 10 makes the number 40. How many ones in the number 43? How many ones? 3. There are 3 ones in the number 43. Because 40 plus 3 more is 43. Then our next number, our next part, we already broke down the number 43. The next number is 17. So I'm going to write the number 17. I know that 17 has how many groups of 10? Look at your tens place. 1. There's one group of 10 and one group of 10. If I have one group of 10, that makes the number 10. So I'm writing the number 10. And how many ones in the number 17? How many ones? 7. There are 7 ones in the number 17. So if I'm bringing my numbers together, I broke down my tens and I broke down my ones. Now I want to add them together. So let's start by adding our tens. Let's find the number 40 because we have 40. And then if we do 10 more from 40, 10 more, we go one space below and 50. So 10 more than 40 is 50. 4 plus 1 is 5. So there are 5 groups of 10, and 5 groups of 10 makes the number 50. So I'm writing a 5 in my tens place. Then I'm going to add my ones. 7 is bigger than 3, so I'm going to start on the 7. And then I'm going to add 3 more. 3 more. 3 because there are 3 ones in 43. So 7 because there are 7 ones in 17. Now I'm going to add my 3. So let's count on from 7 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And because I have my 7 plus 3 makes 10, I just made another group of 10, which means I need to add my group of 10 to my tens place. So 1 more than 5 is 6. 6D. 5 plus 1 is 6. And if I have 5 tens, which is 50, plus 1 group of 10, so 50 plus 10 makes 60. So I'm going to turn that 5 into a 6 because now I have 6 groups of 10. And I have 0 ones. So 43 plus 17 makes 60. Next, I'm going to look at the question that says 31 green grapes and 23 red grapes. How many grapes all together? 31 is one of my parts. 31, green apples is the object. 23 is the number. Red grapes is the object. So I have one part is 23 and the other part is 31. But I have to look at those important math vocabulary words like and, as well as all together. They want to know how many grapes do you have in all? How many do you have all together? And Gus the plus brings two parts together to find the whole number. So to do this, we're going to draw our quick lines. We're going to draw the quick lines of tens and ones. So to show tens in the quick way, I know by looking at 31, there are 3 groups of 10, so I'm going to draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. And 31 has 1, 1. I'm going to draw 1 circle. Then I'm going to look at 23, and I know 23 has 2 groups of 10. 1, 2, and 23 has 3 ones. I'm going to draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. Next, I want to bring my tens together. So let's count. Remember, we have to add the sticks with the sticks and the circles with the circles. We want to add our tens with the tens and our circles with the circles, our ones with the ones. So let's look at that. We have 3 tens. So 3 plus 2 more, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 groups of 10. And then I want to add my ones. I'm going to add my ones. So I have 3 ones here. 3 plus 1 more is 4. 3, 4. So I have 4 in my ones place, which makes the number 54.